thin layer chromatography, that is abbreviated as TLC. TLC is one of the important tools which is routinely used in research laboratory, analytical laboratory and industries. Before studying thin layer chromatography, let us have some introduction to chromatography. Chromatography works on the principle that different compounds will have different solubility and adsorption to the two phases, that is stationary phase and mobile phase, between which they are to be distributed or partitioned. Chromatography is a separation technique in which analyte is distributed between two phases, that is stationary phase and mobile phase, mainly by adsorption or partition phenomena. It can be used for identification, separation, purification and to monitor the reaction progress that we will learn later on. Let us know some terms used in chromatography. Stationary phase can be solid or liquid, which allows analyte to be adsorbed at different rates. Due to interaction, sample elutes at different rates. Mobile phase can be liquid or gas, which acts as carrier that carries the sample over a stationary phase. Eluent or developer. In liquid chromatography, the eluent is a liquid solvent that acts as a carrier. In gas chromatography, gas is the eluent that acts as a carrier. RF value is a ratio between distance traveled by solute and solvent. Silica gel G is a polar stationary phase which binds polar compounds and allows non-polar compound to elute faster. Column is a stationary phase used in column chromatography, HPLC and GC, which is polar in normal phase and non-polar in reverse phase. Classification of chromatography, that is mainly based on stationary and mobile phase. As we have seen, stationary phase can be solid or liquid, which allows analyte to be adsorbed at different rates. Mobile phase can be liquid or gas that acts as carrier that carries the sample over a stationary phase. On the basis of stationary and mobile phase, chromatography can be classified as solid liquid, liquid liquid and gas chromatography. In case of solid liquid chromatography, stationary phase is a solid and mobile phase is a liquid. In liquid liquid chromatography, stationary phase is liquid, mobile phase is also liquid. In gas chromatography, stationary phase can be solid as well as liquid and mobile phase can be gas. Now let us see the types of solid liquid chromatography, that is paper chromatography, TLC and column chromatography. Among paper chromatography and TLC are called ascending chromatography and column chromatography is called descending chromatography, because in earlier two cases mobile phase moves in upward direction and in column chromatography mobile phase moves downward. All these chromatography work on the principle of adsorption. After knowing theory, let us conduct one practical to find out RF value of paracetamol drug sample. Requirements: sample solution, that is paracetamol dissolved in ethanol, developing chamber, glass capillary. You know, paracetamol is analgesic and antipyretic drug used as painkiller as well as to control the fever. Here stationary phase, that is TLC plate, where silica gel G bound on aluminum foil or glass plate. Mobile phase, that is eluent or solvent system, that is ethyl acetate plus 1 drop of acetic acid in the ratio of 9.9 is to 0.1 volume by volume. Stain for visualization, that is iodine vapor in this case.
Yes.
Hello friends, Today we are going to perform thin layer chromatography. Thin layer chromatography of paracetamol. Paracetamol is a drug, that is painkiller drug. For thin layer chromatography, what we require? Solid phase, that is silica gel G bound on aluminum foil. Liquid phase, that is mobile phase. Here we are using ethyl acetate and 1 drop of acetic acid as a mobile phase, that is our solvent system. Third, we need sample, and that sample is dissolved in suitable solvent. Here paracetamol tablet is dissolved in ethanol. The fourth thing is the chamber, which is required for elution procedure. And fifth one, that is actually used to develop a spot after elution. Here we use iodine. Procedure that involves 3 steps: spotting, development and visualization. Step 1, spotting. Take a TLC plate and mark a baseline above 0.5 to 1 centimeter from the bottom using pencil and ruler. Mark a spot and apply the sample spot with help of capillary. Allow the spot to dry. Step 2, that is development. Fill the glass chamber with mobile phase. Place the TLC plate in such a way that sample does not dip in the mobile phase. Allow it to develop. After development, remove TLC from the glass chamber and mark SF with pencil. Allow the plate to dry. Step 3 is the visualization, that is done by using visualizing stain such as iodine vapors.
Yes.
Okay, now we have a plate, right? That is TLC. It is also called thin plate. What we will do now? We will just mark a baseline. So about half a centimeter. We will make a baseline with the use of ruler and pencil. Mind well, here you have to use pencil only, not the ink pen or ball pen, because that is also a chemical which gives illusion. Now in the middle, what we will do? We will put mark a spot on which we will put our sample. Now this is the sample. What we will do? We will take the solution part with help of capillary and we will put spot on the mark. You can see. Now allow it to dry. Remember, we will have to dry it. Before that, what we do? We just fill the chamber with solvent system. So about 10 ml roughly, but we'll have to check that our base should not get deep into it. Okay, so you just, here you can see my spot may get deep into it. So what I do, I just remove some part of the solvent to match the height. Still it is more. Okay, now my spot is also dry. I can put it in the solvent system. So carefully you have to just put it in the solvent system and just close the chamber with the use of watch glass. You can see that the sample is run with the solvent system, that is the mobile phase. So now in this chamber you can see that our sample is run with the solvent. About 1 centimeter height is left. So what we do? We just remove it carefully from the chamber and put for drying. So we allow it to dry naturally. Before that, one point to be discussed, that whatever the height we get for solvent run, you can see still it is wet and you can see the line for solvent run. So we mark it with the pencil and allow it to dry. Our TLC plate is completely dry, solvent is removed. What we require now we want to develop a spot for the sample. So we put it in a iodine chamber. You know that iodine can be converted to vapor and that vapor interact with our sample to develop a spot. Now our spot is developed in iodine chamber. What we will do, now we will remove it from the chamber. See, our spot is visualized in brown color. With help of pencil, we will just circle it out. And now we will carry out the calculation. Now we will carry out calculation. Calculation of RF value. RF value is equal to distance moved by solute upon distance moved by solvent. First we will measure the distance moved by solvent. So mind well, you have to just consider the distance from the baseline, not the bottom line. Baseline to this mark which we did after removal it from the solvent system. Okay. So that is, you can see it is 5 centimeter. So we have put distance moved by solvent, that is 5 centimeter. Now we want to measure distance moved by solute. So here our solute spot is there. From the middle, we have made a circle. From the middle, we will measure the distance up to the baseline. So that is 3.1 centimeter. Okay. So now our distance for solvent is 5 centimeter and distance for solute is 3.1 centimeter. We will take the ratio and ratio results 0.62. So RF value of paracetamol is 0.62. Remember, this ratio always went less than 1. हमेशा less than 1 आवश्यक. As shown in the video, measure the distance traveled by solvent SB and solute SA from the baseline using ruler. Place the values in the equation. RF value is equal to distance traveled by solute upon distance traveled by solvent, that is A upon B. Here it is 3.1 upon 5 centimeter, which is equal to 0.62. So result of RF value of paracetamol sample is 0.62 using solvent system. Ethyl acetate is to acetic acid in the volume of 9.9 is to 0.1. Application. First of all, identification. So same compound will travel at same distance, so they will have same RF value, and that way identification can be done. Purification. So first of all, you can know the purity using TLC plate. If it has impurity, then it will show more number of spot. If it is pure sample, then only one spot will be developed, and that way purity can be checked. And after checking the purity on the basis of their RF value, they can be purified. To monitor the reaction progress, you can see that in this TLC we have three components. Number one, that is one reactant. Number two, that is another reactant, and they travel at the different distance. Number three is the mixture of these two, and suppose we carry out one reaction using these two reactant, then what will happen? Initially we get spot at the same distance for these two reactant, and the third, a new spot which will be developed, that shows that reaction is occurring in a forward direction. After completion of the reaction, this two spot will disappear, and only the spot for the product will remain, and that will appear as a single spot, means our reaction is over. And finally, that way, to monitor the reaction progress, we can use TLC as a wonderful tool. After that, after knowing the TLC, suppose we have a mixture of this red and blue component and we want to separate them, then what we will do, that we will use a large TLC plate on which, on the baseline, we will make a bed of the sample solution and then allow it to develop. After development, you can see that two components which we earlier checked that they have different RF value are just getting separated. And after that, what we do, that we cut the plate and those portions will be transferred in a beaker in which they are dissolved in solvent, filtered, and after evaporation of the solvent we get two separated quantities. So that way it can be used for separation also.